I'm Miss Townsend. I have the graphic design class under Pathway. I've been here 30 years. Yeah, since 1993. I was originally hired as a business technician through IMC, Instructional Media Center. I had created like the Rights and Responsibilities books, which is now the student guide, and that I believe now originates through Miss Sherlock. And one of the things I'm very excited about for my students to use is a Glowforge, which is a laser cutter and engraver, and the students have been able to use it for their designs for something as small as like keychains, pencils. You can see how fine the etching is. And when we've gone into black and white and they've created their own logos, I've had them place them onto keychains. And one of my star students, Ava Chavez, is currently having or letting us use her artwork for the extravaganza to recognize San Manuel. And this is etched onto a bamboo, you can see, 1/4 inch thick notebook. Some of the other things that they've done were silhouettes when we work in black and white. So we made ornaments as well. That's just one sample. During winter they created one that was a snowman, and that one I felt was really successful because one of the things that when I used to be under the Fine Arts Vocational Arts Department is a lot of our kids need comprehension with negative space, and this was really helpful. Plus they get to see what their images look like on a finished product. But her cup, you can see she's got gradients of color, very nice clean design, and this is on paint, which is really unbelievable. And there's Ava's. You can see they all incorporate their culture. Now what's important about Ava's tribe is that her tribe is the only tribe that has the oldest images of Bigfoot. So that's why this is on there. And what's significant about this is Tule River will also have like a lot of people go out there specifically to research or look for information on Bigfoot. And that's why that's on hers. And it's up to you if you want to use more than one color. Once you're finished with that perfect image, just like your feather, you're to copy, paste, and rotate it so that you have 4 different petals. That should give you your 4-leaf clover. So it's similar to the feather, except now you're creating a clover. And this one you can see has gradients of color. It's got added little dewdrops, and it's got these little light green, yellowish veins in there. And it was intentionally created with a curved line at the bottom, so this fishtail now gives it a pinwheel effect. Once you're done with that, what the goal is to do, let's go to the 3rd period. Come on. Here we go. The goal is to create a background that is a gradient of colors. You can see I changed my clover. I've created it so now that it looks like a vine, but still has that clover shape. Once you're done with that background, you're to place that image on top of your gradient. And the reason why I chose purple and green is because if you remember when we did our color wheel, let's put in color wheel. That is one of our complementary colors. Directly across from green, you can see are these purplish pinks and orange red, so I opted for this purple. So now that I have that background, I would go ahead and open this with paint, which you're all working on, I hope. And now that I have my perfect square, I'm going to copy and paste it on top and center it as best as I can. And of course, I'm going to use a transparency. Once you have that image perfectly centered, you're to create your mosaic pattern. So it should be repetitive. Let me open that up. So we're going to copy, paste. There we go. I'm going to create just a little bit of border in there. And copy and paste. I'm going to have to extend this. And just a reminder, this does need to be 4 times wider than the original. And that's to allow for that calendar heading. There we go. So I'm going to bring this over. And I see my white space there. And I'm going to center that as best as I can. Now I can use another color, maybe black. Let's go with black. Let's see what black looks like. Ooh, powerful. Once you have your pattern done, this is what it's going to be used for. Let me show you some previous student work. That was in Excel. Angel Oshkosh. Okay, there we go. So you can see Angel Oshkosh created her image, and she's got it wider than it is taller. And then she also created the calendar for the month of March. So this is for the month of March. Even though today's the 20th, again, last week, you didn't have very much time in class at all. It was only 30 minutes each. That's okay. I'm not going to hold it against anybody. But you can see she's got an Ash Wednesday, Mardi Gras. She's got, oh look, March 14th, pie. She's got the day that the Girl Scouts were founded. She's got the spring ahead. She's got St. Patrick's Day. She's got all her holidays listed in here. So you're pretty much going to do the same thing. You're going to use your image to put at the top of your calendar. Close it out. Close that out. And there's my finished pattern. It's a little dark, so remember to use contrasting colors. I should have probably, matter of fact, I definitely will go back and change my background because I think that purple could be a lot lighter.